Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we discuss a 2021 launch from Breitling. It's a big watch with a big name. You're looking at the classic AVI, Super AVI B04 Chronograph GMT 46 P-51. That is P-51 Mustang for the United States World War II pursuit type, better known as a fighter in the modern parlance. The watch in my hand is a blend of the classic AVI design with a large steel 46mm diameter case and Breitling's in-house B04 Chronograph GMT movement. So we're 46 in diameter, 16.2mm thick, lug-to-lug, just the case, 50.6mm if we include the end links of the bracelet, then 53.4mm across the wrist and a 24mm spacing between the lugs. We'll throw this on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. It fits better than I expected it to, but it's still a little bit too big. I'd say you need a wrist of 17 centimeters circumference to wear this well. My wrist, once more, is 16. Let's take a look down the barrel there. Yeah, it's a little bit too big. It's not as thick as you might expect, though. A lot of that is actually the cupped case back, which sinks into your wrist, and then the double curved camber of that sapphire, which is designed to look like a vintage plexi. So it actually will fit decently under a cuff. Taking a quick look. We've got this Breitling pilot style bracelet. It's a 5-link design with polish and satin. You can see outer links satinated, removable links fixed by screws, and quite a few of them in there, including an intermediate size link on each side in case you find yourself in between sizes. And then we've got a clasp that is a double fold. You can see it's nicely done. Breitling clasps have improved by leaps and bounds since the company's reboot back in 2017. And we've got a twin trigger release. You have to press both of them for this to open up. Sequential close. You can see double fold, Breitling logo externally rolling around the case. Vintage style with a narrow case band, minimally beveled lugs that are squared off on the ends. You can see this one still has some packing tape on it from original delivery, and so this was very lightly used by its original owner. Conforming end link to mate it cleanly to the case. You can see that this is one of the Breitling watches that, in spite of being 100 meters rated, does add the extra security of a screw-down crown. There are quite a few Breitling watches like the Premiers that are 100 meters rated and they have a push-down crown. Here with the screw-down crown, you get a little bit more security. Taking a look at the bezel, you can see it is a 12-hour style aviator's bezel, so bidirectional. Now you can use those as 5-minute increments if you want, or you can line up with the hour hand and use the timing index concurrently with the chronograph to time 2 simultaneous events. We'll do a quick loom shot. You can see here we have an ecru sort of photina or simulated radium patina or tritium patina, depending on the era. We also have luminescent sub-register here, as we've got luminescent chronograph seconds and minutes, which is quite useful, but notice we also have that luminescent second time zone. The watch features a date down at 6 o'clock, and we will demonstrate some of the setting functions. I can move my hour hand independently without stopping the chronograph or displacing the minute hand in the secondary hour, or I can pull the crown out all the way. Now I activate hacking seconds, and I can move everything in sync. Now we do have 2 time zones here, 12-hour local time, that drives the date, and then we have a 24-hour second time zone, the time zone where we are not. Taking a look, we'll clarify that if you do wish to drive the date forward, you use the local hour hand. It'll drive forward or backwards depending on which way you are traveling across the international date line. Winded up nicely. It's a B04 caliber with a automatic winding. 70-hour power reserve. We have a vertical clutch, so there's no extraneous motion to the seconds hand. When you start it up, it commences seamlessly without a jump or stagger. Also with a column wheel function selector, right there. You get a very crisp feel. The B01 family, and this is B01 family, has a great feeling and sounding column wheel. Now, there's another advantage of a vertical clutch, which is that you can leave it running full time with no additional wear, tear, or hazard to the watch. On the case back, you can see metallized over the movement, a P-51 fighter, famous for its ultimate combination of a plexiglass bubble canopy, a Packard-built Merlin engine designed by Rolls-Royce but made by Packard in the United States, with a 2-speed, 2-stage supercharger and a laminar flow wing, which was revolutionary at the time for high performance in the upper reaches of the envelope above 400 miles an hour. Late in the war, they also got water methanol injection for higher performance. 4 hertz beat rate, 47 joules, 5-position adjusted, COSC certified Swiss chronometer movement, and again a 70-hour power reserve vertical clutch and column wheel. The Mustang accents here are admittedly subtle, but that's actually refreshing for a special edition watch. It doesn't slam you over the head with it. And if you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.